Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll run here with Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is taken at the 3. Ooh, the juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Got to love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Gallman will run it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Gallman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Here I go. That's what I do.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. He'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground with Gallman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On the toss, there goes Gallman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll set up a throw. It fights him off. Able to power through. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Freeman again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Room to run past midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Palmer. And finally brought down at the 43. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Gallman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurry up, here we go.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back now in Miami. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. This is Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now it's Freeman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Side caught by Ridley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at the 3. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hut.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hut.
And they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8.